I can fix it after. I can fix it from YouTube. But
Oops, name that incorrectly.
tell the flyers to come out.
Here we go, boys. Orangeville Flyers versus St. Marys Rock. Game 1 of the Silver Stick. Ambrosio to take the draw. Tied up in some skates. Comes through the near boards. Picked up by the Rock. Chip to the Flyers blue line. Just inside. Kept in. Ambrosio gets a stick on it. Gets it out into neutral ice. Got the Rocker all over him. Chipped in. Behind the Flyers net. O'Shea tries to chip it along the boards. Rock's there to intercept. Up to Nickel on the point. He'll fire it through down the ice. No icing. Into the St. Marys end. They'll cycle it around to the near corner. Right off to the boards. Kept in by Ambrosio and Nickel. Cross ice. Over the blue line in through neutral ice. Savory gets back there, fires it up to the blue line. Felix missed that one. They walk around the defense. Thrown on that shot, saved by Dittman. Rebound comes to the boards. Second attempt, shot wide of the net. Nickel picks up the puck, fires it to neutral ice. The Rock chip it back into the Flyer zone, and again, O'Shea tries to clear it. Picked up by the Rock. Shot. Glove down by Dittman. Telford in to take the draw. Rock wins that one. Shot wide, high over the net. Rebound to the half boards. Andrade steps in. Gets it to Telford. Telford throws it off the boards. Lunny's in on the forecheck. Applying pressure. Rock skated around. Back in through neutral ice. Hit the red line and dump it in. Way. Got a stick on it. Takes it to the corner. Up to Lunny on the half boards. He'll skate it out of the zone. Lunny in over the red line. Into the Rock zone. Centering attempt. Picked off. Telford. A bit of a battle with the Rock player. St. Marys bring it back into the Flyer zone. Puck goes to the corner. Lunny gets it across ice. Not quite out. Kept in at the blue line. Mass off the glass. Stopped there by the Rock player. Telford gets a piece of it and he'll bring it out. Through center ice, in over the blue line. Gets a shot from the point, just wide. Rebound along the far boards. Darling almost got that one. Rock kick it forward through neutral ice. Jeffrey Stedman in over the blue line. Off the glass by Jeffrey Stedman. To DeCamillis, he'll drop it for Darling. Darling down the wing. Cutting in front, shot, wide of the net. DeCamillis at the blue line, fires that back in the corner. Darling got there first, but the Rock strip it off of him. Played to the point. Sloan lets a shot go, blocked in front. Off a shin, chipped out. Sloan tried to get it back into the St. Marys end, but their player will steal that one. Flyers bring it up. Guglietti along the wing. Gets it to DeCamillis. He'll chip it over the blue line. The Rock come back up with it. Into the Flyer zone. Jeffrey Stedman with some solid defense. Gets the puck to DeCamillis. Along the boards. He'll chip it off the boards. Bit of an interference call. Or no call, I should say. Rock pick up the puck. Clear the zone. 3-on-1. The Rock in over the Flyer zone. Shot from the point. Saved by Dittman. Loose puck in front. Picked up by DeCamillis. He'll send that the length of the ice. Just off target for icing. We'll bring the face-off back in the Flyer zone. Ambrosio in to take the draw. One by the Rock. To the blue line. Thrown towards the net. Wide. O'Shea. Nope. Gets bumped. Puck comes to St. Marys. Stick in the corner. Kicked up to the slot to Nickel. Nickel just dumps it out over the blue line. Played back towards the Flyer zone by the Rock. Nickel tries to clear it. Picked off by the Rock. Shot. Dittman with the save. Second effort wide of the net. Felix sends it to the blue line. Not out. Shot. Wide. Dittman. He'll go over that one for a whistle. Telford in for the draw. He'll chip it to the boards and then pick it up. Stripped by the Rock. Rock walk out front. Shot. Dittman saves. Second effort. Cleared out of the zone. That's going for icing. Flyers are going to reset and do that one again. Telford off the draw. One to the near boards by the Rock. To the point. Shot. Tipped in front. Lunny picks up that puck. Tries to hit Callum at center ice. Picked off by the Rock. They'll bring it in back into the Flyer zone. Pass in the corner with Andrade. Telford throws it off the boards. Gets that puck to center ice. Played to the far side by the Rock. In over the Flyers' blue line. Shot wide of the net. Rebound comes all the way around. Andrade giving chase. Not quite enough room. Dumped to center ice by the Rock. And they'll chip it towards the Flyers' blue line and in. Mass fires it to the far corner. Rebound picked up by the Rock. I think the Flyers are going to the box for that one. And probably that one. Looks like they got Darling for tripping and Way for cross-checking. Sorry, Darling got body contact. 5-on-3 for 2 minutes. Ambrosio's in for the draw, I think. Yep. One by the Rock, back to the point. Fired into the near far corner. Back to the point. Cross ice. Thrown towards the net wide. Flyers are doing a good job keeping them on the outside. Shot blocked in front. Get back to the slot. Shot. Steered wide. Cleared out. Dittman couldn't quite get over for that one.
That's since it's penalties.
He should be the one that's out. One nothing St. Marys. 3:15 to go in the first period. Should be the other one. Darling's out of the box. Way's still in there. 1:30 to go on the Flyers penalty. DeCamilla steps in to take the draw for the Flyers. DeCamillis wins it back to Sloan. Sloan fires it. Icing's waved off as it's shorthanded. St. Marys picks up that puck. Fires it up the boards. Touched by Sloan. That'll be negate the icing. St. Marys gets there first. Throws it towards the net. Dittman gets his stick on it to send it high and to the corner. Sloan again gets the puck out of the Flyer zone. St. Marys back in. Skate it wide to the corner. Shot thrown towards the net. Cross ice. Cleared out by Dittman. Played back out to neutral ice by Sloan. In. Back into the Flyers. Good stick by Jeffrey Stedman to keep that puck out. St. Marys player gets taken down. Shot way wide of the net. Rebound comes all the way out. And into their zone. Played across. Flyers are changing. Guglietti gets a good stick there. Felix applying some more pressure. Puck comes to the Flyers blue line. St. Marys brings it in. Onside. O'Shea fires it around the boards. To the point, not out. Second effort. Gets it to over the blue line. Guglietti. And Felix in over the blue line. Guglietti with a shot wide of the net. Felix almost had that rebound. Back to 5-on-5. St. Marys skates it out. Into the Flyer zone. Wrap around. Saved by Dittman. Played off the boards to Nickel. Nickel doesn't quite get it out of the blue line. Out of the zone. Cross to St. Marys. Shot wide of the net. O'Shea in the corner. Sends it to the blue line. Kept in. Shot blocked by Nickel. Rebound comes to St. Marys. Shot. Dittman with the save. Loose puck in front. Cleared out by the Flyers. Thrown towards the net. Another save by Dittman. Felix picks it up at center ice. Tries to throw it to Nickel. Just out of his reach. Dumped into the Flyer zone. Savory. Fires that to neutral ice. Nickel gets it to Felix. Felix over the blue line to Ambrosio. Ambrosio with a shot just wide. Rebound comes out front. Felix gets taken down. Puck in the near corner. Played up through neutral ice. Over the Flyers blue line. Shot wide. Felix will pick up that loose puck. Get it to the blue line and out. Dump it to the St. Marys blue line, and they'll fire it back in. Icing's waved off. Don't quite understand that one. Puck comes out. Ambrosio. He'll just clear the zone, and that'll do it for the first period. We're going to start the second period. Telford's in to take the draw. Telford wins it, gets it to Way. Way sends it to the far boards. Past everyone into the St. Marys zone. They'll fire it to the blue line and out. They'll bring it into the Flyer zone. To the near corner. Thrown out front. Scores. St. Marys goal, 9:41 into the second period. Telford on the draw, one by the rock. They'll backhand that to the far boards, to the Flyers blue line. Mass into some traffic. It's deflected back in. Telford in the far corner. Chip it along the boards, picked up by the rock. The rock walks out with it. Shot. And that's in the net. Let's go, Flyers. Darling in to take the draw. Into some traffic. St. Marys jump on it. Back in the Flyer zone. To the near corner and behind the net. We'll let that go. Jeffrey Stedman fires it up the boards to Guglietti. Sent back in by the rock. Past everyone. That'll go the length of the ice for icing. Bring the face off back in the Flyer zone. Darling back in for the draw. And some feet. Loses an edge. Puck comes to the far corner. Jeffrey Stedman off the boards to Guglietti. He'll send it off the boards to neutral ice. Pick up the puck. In over the blue line. Guglietti with the shot. Save. Rebound comes to the corner. DeCamillis gets tied up. St. Marys fired off the boards. To the blue line. Kept in by Darling. DeCamillis in the corner. Steps around one. DeCamillis walks out front. Throws it on net. Shot. And glove down by the St. Marys goalie. Ambrosio in for the draw. One by the rock. Picked up by Nickel. To Ambrosio. Cross to Felix. Gets stripped. Rock chip it to the blue line. Kept in by Felix. Second effort. That'll get to the blue line and out. Rock in over the Flyers blue line. To the corner. Thrown out front. O'Shea had his man tied up. Nickel to the blue line. And out. St. Marys. Cross ice. Up to the Flyers blue line and in. They'll dump that puck deep in the Flyer zone. O'Shea gets there first. Puck comes out to the middle. Through to Andrade. He'll send it to Felix just out of his reach. St. Marys pick up the puck back in their own zone. Throws it to the blue line and out. O'Shea to Savory. Savory off the boards. Intended for Felix. Clearing attempt. Picked off by Ambrosio. Shot. Blocked in front. Puck comes back to the blue line. Savory throws it back towards the net. Andrade. No interference. Right around the near boards. To the blue line and out. St. Marys down the far side. Throw towards net. Savory stops it right in front, gets it across to Andrade. Andrade tries to spring Lunny, gets Ambrosio coming in over the blue line. He'll let a shot go, and glove down by the Rock. Telford in for the draw. He'll win that to Andrade. Andrade to Way. Way gets a shot off. High over the net. Lunny tries to center it. Picked off by the Rock. They'll skate it out through neutral ice. Back towards into the Flyer zone. Taking a wide shot. Gloved by Dittman. He's not sure where it didn't quite keep it. Puck gets cleared out. Mass. They'll begin the breakout. Wrong side of the red line. Telford in to take the draw. He get it to the boards. To Andrade. Andrade still has it out along the boards. Gets it to Lunny at center ice. Lunny gets to the red line, dumps it in. Puck in the far corner. The Rock throw back up to the blue line. And out. In the Flyer zone. Drop pass. Through some feet. Way gets it to Lunny along the boards. Lunny to Darling. Darling over the blue line. Changing directions. Darling walks out with the puck. Shot. Lunny scores.
Pardon?
3-1. 5:30 to go in the second period. Darling in to take the draw. Scrum draw. Picked up by Guglietti. He'll kick it to the Rock blue line. They'll send it back out. Camillus off the boards to Darling. Darling in over the blue line. Chipped high over the net. Guglietti centers it. Loose puck in front. And they'll cover that for a whistle. Darling back in for the draw. Scrum. Kicked forward by the Rock. Off the boards and into Flyer zone. DeCamillis. Good back check. Puck comes out front. DeCamillis fires it around the boards. Picked up by the Rock. Guglietti with a stick. Breaks up that play. Puck around the far side. Jeffrey Stedman. Back to the blue line. Kept in by the Rock. Jumped into the near corner. Thrown towards the net, off the side of it. Sloan. Around the boards. Darling just out of his reach. Darling gets a piece of it. Gets it to DeCamillis. He'll begin the breakout. Way offside. Flyers rush just offside. Ambrosio in for the draw. He'll win that back to O'Shea. O'Shea off the boards into the Rock zone. Thrown to the blue line, kept in by Ambrosio. He'll get that to... Can't quite see who's down there. Sorry, guys. Loose puck. Felix to O'Shea at the blue line. O'Shea back in for Felix in the corner. He'll let that go behind the net. St. Marys changed directions. Felix is there. And he gets stripped. Good play by Nickel. Break that up, the blue line. Picked up by Felix. Felix in over the blue line. He'll come wide. Gets taken down. St. Marys are going to the box for that one. St. Marys penalty, 2 minutes for tripping. 3:45 to go in the second period. Ambrosio in for the draw. One by the Rock to the boards. Thrown to the blue line and out. That puck will come all the way into the Flyer zone. O'Shea picks it up. Fires it around the far boards to Nickel. Nickel to Felix at the blue line. Felix steps around one. Ambrosio's, they're both offside. They got to clear the zone. Savory holds it. Backhands that to Nickel. Back to Savory. Savory to Ambrosio, waiting at the blue line. Ambrosio gets it deep. St. Marys there. They'll fire that puck out. Dittman's out. Leaves it for O'Shea. O'Shea off the boards. Into the St. Marys zone. Cross ice. Savory at the red line. Chipped over by the Rock. O'Shea gets there first. St. Marys with the puck in the corner. Savory on it. Gets it to the far boards. Andrade. He's covered. Gets it to Telford. Telford to the blue line, not out. St. Marys walks through. Thrown towards the net. Dittman will hold out for a whistle. .43 seconds to go in the Flyers power play. Telford in for the draw. One by the Rock to the near corner. Played behind the net. Mass picks it up, sends it up the boards to Andrade. Andrade backhands to Telford. Telford back along the boards to Andrade. The Rock will dump that puck in. Mass off the boards. And again. Sends it cross ice to Telford. Telford almost gets stripped at center ice. Andrade picks up the puck. In over the blue line. The Rock sends it back out. Mass dumps it in. And the Rock will send that the length of the ice. Wide of the net. 5 seconds to go on the penalty. Way off the boards. At the blue line. Picked up by the Rock. Out front. Gonna get fancy. Clear to the blue line. Not out. Dittman with a gloves or pad save. Second effort. Gets in the way. Saves that one. Cleared up to the red line. Rock send it back in the Flyer zone. Walk in. Shot blocker saved by Dittman. Thrown out front. Blocked by Way. He'll fire that one off the boards. Rock pick it up. Drop it to Telford. Telford up to Lunny. Lunny goes over the blue line. Into some traffic. Gets stick check. Telford steps around. In the corner. Stripped by the Rock. They'll lift that to center ice. In over the Flyers blue line. Jeffrey Stedman with a good stick. Drops it for Lunny. Lunny tried to hit Darling. Or coming in off the bench. Darling working hard. Comes through. In over the blue line. Far end shot. Loose puck. Cleared to the blue line. Kept in by Sloan. Sloan with a shot. Blocked in front. Picked up by the Rock. Sloan fires it off the far boards. And the Rock will send that back to the Flyers blue line. Sent forward by Jeffrey Stedman. To the blue line. Kept in. Backhand just thrown towards the net. DeCamillis. Along the board. Sends it behind the net for Guglietti. That'll do it for the second period. Score after 2. St. Marys 3, Flyers 1. We go to start the third. Darling in for the draw. He'll get that to DeCamillis. Fired along the boards. Backhanded towards the blue line. Guglietti had to hustle to get onside. DeCamillis picks up the puck and gets it in deep. Picked up by the Rock. We'll bring it around. To the blue line and out. Guglietti with a good stick. Breaks up that play. Rock. Off the boards by O'Shea to center ice. Picked up by the Rock. Back in the Flyers zone. Played to the far corner. Cycle. Picked up by DeCamillis. He's skating through center ice. Cross to Darling. Darling into traffic. Gets it behind the net for Guglietti. Guglietti tried to walk out. Changed directions to Darling. In the corner. Darling walks up with it. Steps around 1, 2, gets stripped. And they'll hold that for a whistle. Ambrosio in for the draw. He'll win it to Nickel. Nickel to Mass. Mass across the way. Way lets one go, blocked in front. Rock fired around the far boards. Ambrosio's there. He'll backhand that back in the zone. Played to the near corner. Nickel. St.Marys comes up with it. They'll dump it to the far boards. Through neutral ice. Into the Flyer zone. Thrown out front. Shot steered wide. Rebound. Picked up by the Rock. Sent back in. Mass. In the corner. Around the boards. To the blue line. Kept in. Way. Sends it off the glass. To the blue line. Not out. Ambrosio. To Nickel. We'll drop it back. Flyers will just throw it towards the St.Marys zone. Mass. To Nickel at the red line. Up to Ambrosio. He's in the zone. Gets it across to Felix. Felix backhand. Bad save by the Rock. Puck's in the corner. Rock get that to the blue line and they'll skate it out. Through center ice. And over the Flyers blue line. Shot. Blocker save by Dittman. Cleared all the way down the ice by Way. Twelve and a half minutes to go in the third period. Telford on the draw, picked up by the Rock. They'll throw it towards the net. Sloan to Lunny along the boards. Lunny to Telford. Telford will bring it over the blue line. Into traffic. St.Marys pick it up. Fired along the boards. Cleared out. Breaks to Telford. They'll call that a hand pass. Telford in for the draw. He'll win that back. To Sloan. Sloan had to act quick. Telford going over the blue line. Across to Andrade. Andrade with the shot. Loose puck. They'll cover that for a whistle. Darling in to take the draw. Won by the Rock to the far corner. Sent behind the net. Along the half boards. Guglietti gets a piece of it. Gets it up. And gets run over. Played to the blue line and out. Jeffrey Stedman holds that puck at center ice. St.Marys from his knee. Throws it into the Flyer zone. Sloan lifts it to the blue line. Not out. Loose puck. Bouncing everywhere. Sloan again to the blue line. Look at Guglietti. Guglietti in over the blue line. Through the D, gets tripped. Again, no call. Guglietti's in the net. The Rock send that puck out of their zone. Flyers back in their zone. Puck in the far board, or to the near boards. Thrown out front. Sloan, I think. Guglietti at the blue line to Darling. Darling lifts it. Pass intended for DeCamillis. Guglietti in over the blue line. It's the puck to the corner. He comes out with it. Loose puck in front. DeCamillis throws it towards the net. Blocked. St. Marys come up with it. No skated out of the zone. O'Shea gets bumped. DeCamillis to Ambrosio. Ambrosio steps around him. Gets stripped of it at the blue line. St. Marys in over the blue line. Pass across. Missed everyone. To the corner. Thrown out front. Dittman with the save. Rebound goes in. Ten minutes to go in the third period. Not getting any calls. Telford in to take the draw. Won by the Rock. In over the Flyers' blue line. Going towards the net. Steered behind. Way steps into his man. Puck comes around to the near boards. To the blue line. Andrade with a good stick. Gets it out. Andrade along the boards. Still battling. Rock come up with it. They'll send it off the boards to center ice. In over the Flyers' blue line. It's the breaks. Picked up by Telford. Telford across ice. Out of the Flyers' zone. Rock will just dump that back in. Pass with an attempt at the blue line. Shot tipped high and over the glass. Face off deep in the Flyer zone. Darling to take it. Scrum draw and some skates. Comes to Way. He'll chip it up. Darling. In over the blue line. Gets bumped. Still has the puck. Sends it in deep. St. Marys. Cross ice. Almost picked up by Guglietti. Off the boards by the Rock. Into the Flyer zone. Coming wide, shot. Dittman will glove that for a whistle. Darling back in for the draw. He'll win that to Guglietti. He plays it off the boards. Picked up by the Rock, sent to the blue line, kept in. Guglietti. Got to pass those. Flyers offside. Ambrosio in for the draw just outside the Rock zone. Picked up by the Rock. And they'll skate that towards the Flyers' end. And over the blue line. Shot wide of the net. Felix tried to hit Ambrosio. Picked up by the Rock. Into some traffic. Loose puck. Rock capitalized. Shot. Bad save by Dittman. Flyers will fire that around the near boards. Nickel. Hits Felix breaking out of the zone. Felix over the blue line. Throws it towards the net. Love by the Rock goalie. 8 minutes to go in the third period. Ambrosio in for the draw. He'll win that back. Felix gets a shot, blocked in front. Rebound comes all the way out of the zone. Flyers cleared. Nickel in on the forecheck. Just missed his man. Rock back into the Flyer zone. Shot. Scores. Telford in to take the draw. Won by the Rock. To the far boards. Into the Flyer zone. O'Shea tries to clear that out. Off the Rock stick. Shot wide of the net. O'Shea gets taken down, but takes down their men too. Puck behind the net. Cleared to the boards. Andrade didn't get all of that one. O'Shea off the boards again to Andrade. Has a stick check. Telford to the blue line. Still in, just out. Now Rocker back in. Shot. Loved by Dittman. It's off in the Flyer zone. Controlled by St.Marys. Lunny gets taken down. Doesn't get the puck out. Thrown towards the net. O'Shea fires out around the near boards. Played to the blue line by the Rock. And back in. Telford. Can't quite clear it. Thrown towards the net. Blocked in front by Savory. St.Marys pick up. Just overskated it. Lunny put the puck along the boards. Stretch pass to Andrade. He's coming into the St.Marys zone. Brings it wide. It's the breaks. Backhand to Telford. Telford with a shot blocked in front. Rebound. Comes to Savory at the blue line. He'll dump it into Lunny. Centering attempt. Andrade had a stick checked. St.Marys come up with it. They'll send that the length of the ice. Or into the Flyer zone. Picked up by Darling. He'll avoid a hit. Tried to hit DeCamellis. Stripped. Darling. Lets one go. Shot. Scores! Flyers goal, number 39, Hudson Darling. 5:53 to go in the third period. We need 3 more of those. Darling in to take the draw. In some feet, St.Marys kicks that into the Flyer zone. Way to Guglietti. Just couldn't quite hold it. St.Marys in their zone, cycling it around. Up to center ice. Mass. Tries to play it off the boards. Just past Guglietti to Darling. Darling picks it up. Brings it into the zone. Darling along the near board. Steps around 1, 2. He's got a bit of room. Throws it out front. Loose puck. And they'll cover it. Yep. Ambrosio in for the draw. He'll win it to Nickel. Nickel to Mass at the blue line. Mass to Ambrosio. Ambrosio turns and shoots. Loose puck. Still loose. And he'll jump on that for a whistle. That was a close one. Keep the pressure up, boys. Face off. Still in the rock zone. Ambrosio gets it to Way. Way lets one go wide of the net. The Rock pick it up. Send it to the blue line and out. Way steps around 1 and 2. He'll bring it in. Good pass to Nickel at center ice. Nickel to Felix. Felix throws it towards the net. Bouncing puck. Rock pick it up along the near boards. And played out. Way steps into his man. Ties him up. Ambrosio backhands that to the Rock blue line. Felix couldn't quite get control of it to dump it in. Rock back at their blue line and out through center ice. All the way into the Flyer zone, untouched. Thrown to the net, saved by Dittman. Puck in the far corner. Picked up by Ambrosio. He'll backhand that one to Lunny. Lunny leaves it there for Ambrosio. Ambrosio coming down the wing. Into the Rock zone. Nobody's going towards the net. Pucking along the near boards. Cleared out of the zone by the Rock. Jeffrey Stedman. Plays it off the boards to center ice. Felix steps around a man. He's got Lunny coming in with him. Felix tied up in the corner. It's taken down. Rock pick up the puck. Throw it off the boards to the blue line and out. The Flyer zone. Good D by Sloan. Sloan fires it to the far boards. To Andrade. Andrade backhand meant for Lunny, but Rock will dump that back in. Sloan behind his net. Fires it around the boards to Lunny. Lunny has it stripped. Skates into a Rock player. Jeffrey Stedman off the glass to Andrade. At center ice. Andrade backhands that to Telford. Telford to Lunny. Lunny in the zone. Lets one go high over the net. Rebound picked up by Andrade. He'll try to center that. It's a Rock stick and he'll send it around the boards. To Jeffrey Stedman at the blue line. Shot tipped in front. Rock pick up that rebound. Telford fires that to Jeffrey Stedman's feet. 2:40 to go in the period. Jeffrey Stedman to Andrade along the boards. Andrade clears the zone. And chips it to center ice. Rock. Cross ice. Hit the red line and bring it into the Flyer zone. Savory gets it to the blue line, not out. Rock fired it in. Jeffrey Stedman clears it to the boards. Telford and Jeffrey Stedman battling on the corner. Centering pass. Past everyone, picked up by Lunny. Lunny coming down the wing. In over the blue line. Bit of a hook off the crossbar, too high. Rebound comes all the way to the blue line and out. Picked up by the Rock and into the Flyer zone. DeCamillis with a good back check. Darling along the boards. Gets it to Guglietti at the blue line. He'll center that to DeCamillis. DeCamillis over the blue line. Throws it on net. Shot. Steered wide. DeCamillis gets a bit of an elbow. No call. Savory, good pinch. Keep the puck in deep. Rock. Skated out over their blue line. Into the Flyer zone. Shot. Dittman with the save. We'll hold that for a whistle. 1:08 to go in the third period. Darling in on the draw. Won by the Rock. Darling picks it up. Chips it out over the Flyers' blue line to center ice. The Rock fired cross ice into the Flyers' zone. DeCamillis with some good pressure. Puck comes to Darling at the Flyers' blue line. He'll skate it in. He'll come wide. To the near boards, into the corner. Tries to get it out front. DeCamillis played to the blue line and kept in. Darling in traffic, steps around. backhands that to the far boards. 30 seconds to go in the period. Played along the boards to the blue line, kept in by Savory. Rock will pick up that puck and throw it off the boards. Into the Flyers zone, shot. Dittman with the save. Ambrosio on the draw. He'll win that. Into some traffic. Picks it up. 5 seconds to go. Hits the red line. Ambrosio in over the blue line. Let her go. And that'll do it for the game. Final score, St. Marys 5, Orangeville 2. Little post-game action, shootout for the only problem is they both shoot at the same time. So who do I follow? Our shooter or the goalie? Get a good close-up on Dittman. Well, as best I can anyway. No goal either way. Dittman comes up with a save. Sorry, Way took the first shot for the Flyers. Now we have Darling. Coming slow, shot wide of the net. No goal on either end. We have Nickel. Coming down the wing. Let's one go shot. Steered wide. Slow play shot. Dittman, no goal on the shootout.